You know what? I was searching the internet with the name of my eldest brother, Peter van Ensberg. But it's also the name of my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather. And I think I can at least find 10 more Peter van Ensbergen in line of succession. Well, the opposite, of course, way back in time. And I was astonished what I found on information about Peter van Ensbergen. And there was one that caught my eye. It was the website of a reenactment group. A reenactment group of a Dutch militia that fought against Napoleon. And Quatre Bras and Waterloo. Famous names in that. You know, Waterloo was not won by Napoleon. Well, the Brits, they claim they had won Waterloo. But that's not true. Well, they were in the lead, of course, so they can claim it. But if not for the Dutch, they would have lost Waterloo altogether. And then they would have lost the war against Napoleon. So what did I learn from that website? First day they fought at Quatre Bras. The next day they fought at Waterloo. What happened was, I cannot recall exactly, but something happened that made the British fall back. So those Dutch guys were standing there with their guns and all the spears and whatever they had to fight with. And they were standing there and they saw those Brits retreat. So I can imagine them say, je kan naar huis toe, wat is dat nou joh? Of zoiets natuurlijk. Something like that, I mean. Oh man. But their commander, the Count of Bleiland, was the general of this militia. They ordered them to stand fast, to keep their ground. Blijf staan, mannen! Hou je grond, blijf staan! Niet terug, blijf staan! Wees moedig, blijf staan! Yeah. And so they did. And their courage, that ensured that we won Waterloo against Napoleon. So really, if not for the Dutch, we all would be talking French by now. And this all played out in Belgium. And we, the Dutch, have a bit of strange relation with Belgium. And that's because if you look into history, you'll find that Belgium once was part of our kingdom. And then some bands that says, well, here's a knife. And we cut the ropes and all the bindings we have with the Dutch. Hey, hallo Hollandertjes, wij gaan er van tussen, hè? And those Belgians are always talking about Hollanders. But Hollanders live in the west of our country. And I, for instance, live in the east of our country, so I'm not a Hollander. But one of the things we do is make fun of each other. We make fun of the Belgians. And, well, on the map, they're below us, of course. We are above. And in turn, they make fun of us. But always about the Hollanders. But Belgium nowadays is a country to be reckoned with. Well, look at Brussels. There are so many decisions made over there that affect every country of the European Union. They make very important decisions. And behind the scenes, they do things that you probably haven't heard of yet. Um, One thing is a very important project. Well, they work together with NASA. What was it called? What was it called? Well, I don't know exactly, but it had to do with solar penetration. So the thought is that they are going to shoot up a rocket to the sun to penetrate it, to study the sun. But NASA said, well, if you do that, the material you use, it will melt when you enter the sun. Well, needless to say, they had to think about that to find a solution for that. And the Belgians said the best minds to that, the best scholars to that, the best, well, of course, they also asked people from NASA to think with them, from the Russian, how you call that, nautical space agency, and even from the Chinese. And it took a while, but those bright minds, they found a solution. And well, I heard the interview, and this guy said, well, we're gonna, we gaan hem gewoon 's'nachts omhoog schieten. We hebben geen last van de zon. So, yeah, they had a solution. And they're gonna shoot the rocket up in the air at night, so there is no sun.